we go again.
In the flat Earth model, the Sun and Moon spotlights are perpetually hovering over and parallel to the surface of the Earth. From our vantage point, due to the law of perspective, the day and night luminaries appear to rise up the eastern horizon, curve peaking high overhead, and then sink below the western horizon. They do not escape to the underside of the flat Earth, as one might imagine, but rather rotate concentric clockwise circles around the circumference from tropic to tropic. The appearance of rising, peaking, and setting is due to the common law of perspective, where tall objects appear high overhead when nearby, but at a distance gradually lower towards the vanishing point. Samuel Rowbotham said, "Although the Sun is at all times above and parallel to the Earth's surface, he appears to ascend the firmament from morning until noon, and to descend and sink below the horizon at evening. This arises from a simple and everywhere visible law of perspective. A flock of birds, when passing over a flat or marshy country, always appears to descend as it recedes, and if the flock is extensive, the first bird appears lower or nearer to the horizon than the last. The farthest light in a row of lamps appears the lowest, although each one has the same altitude. Bearing these phenomena in mind, it will easily be seen how the Sun, although always parallel to the surface of the Earth, must appear to ascend when approaching and descend after leaving the meridian or noonday position."
Hey Mike, magnifying glasses are not selective. They are designed to do a job. They magnify small, tiny things to make them look visible. Now, with a zoom camera lens, you can make a mountain or the sun or the moon look bigger or smaller. It has nothing to do with water vapors. It is all due to the laws of perspective. Now, as you can see here with my personal observation with my camera and my eyeballs, that I can zoom back and forth from the sun and the moon, which are the same size. And once you get that, once you people understand the sizes of the moon and where they are, you will soon to understand how everything else works instead of going by another man's word. Book of Enoch, Heavenly Luminaries. Not to mention, I should not be able to zoom in this close to 93 to 94 to 92 million miles away. The moon and the sun and the stars are close. Your God is close. Do not reject that. The sun and moon only appears to be looking like a tiny dot only due to perspective. Okay? That's because the sun and the moon never decreases in size, whether near or far. It only circumnavigates around the flat earth, only to appear to rise and set to humans on earth. Now, if you were in the air for 24 hours and never coming down, the moon and the sun will never set. It seems like with that question, you're under the assumption that we are celebrating that the moon and the sun rises from a tiny dot and disappears into a tiny dot. No, we know that that's what it does, because we are not as big as the mountains that it goes behind. We are not as big as the ocean that it circumnavigates over. It only sets and appears as if setting and rising because we are down looking up and further away.
That stuff is flat.
flat.